Hello and welcome to MRDA Velodrama. We are here today with Capital Carnage in pink up against BCR Scartel in the black and red. Skating for Varsity, aka Carnage today, we have 1101 Cliffhanger, 15 Jammy Slamister, 173 Copter, 1878 Pension Check, 2 Erectile Destruction, 4-1 Fatboy, 4-4 Bobby Smack, 6-1 Leo Slayer, 6-4-3 Gnarly Boyd, and 7-7-7 David Deckham. And then over on the BCR Brisbane Scartel roster, we have 181 The D, 188 Wolfman, 2 Elvis, 2-2 His Rolliness, 2-7 Derbpool, 3-2-3 Blacktooth Grinner, 3-4 Lurch, 3-5 Hank Fister, 4-0-1 Cutthroat King, 4-6-2 Honey Badger, 5-4 Drop Blair, 5-8 Silent Butcher, 6-3-3 Synaptic Kid, 7-2-0-0 Tropstar, 7-7 Bipolar Bear, and 8-7 Pistol Knight. Alright, we are underway here at the Velodrome. Let me just grab the time and the score. We're at some point like halfway through the first half at this point. I've just sent someone to grab the score for you. At the moment we have BCR Drop Blair with lead. Alright, Scartel are currently on 68. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carnage are on 68.
Scartel are on 68.
Scartel are on 68 and Carnage is on 16 right now. And Scartel have lead still. And they call it. So here today we have a whole lot of teams playing. We have 4 teams. We've got Brisbane, BCR Scartel, VDL, Capital Carnage from Canberra. We have the Sydney Smash. Oh, there's a timeout. And we have Vanguard from Melbourne. All the teams are playing each other. Everyone's playing everyone. And all the games are sanctioned, which is pretty exciting. Alright, so we're live, cool. So we're live at the Bankstown Velodrome. On Twitch? Oh, cool. Wow, I feel so high-tech right now. Right. We blame the Velodrome. The Velodrome is cursed. For anyone watching at home, good, because this venue is absolutely cursed. Hence the name Velodrama. Like at the moment, the car park is completely flooded. And last week, it was the actual venue itself that was flooded. But it's fine now, and it's great. The timeout is over. We have Cutthroat King on the jam line for a power jam for BCR. Everyone fighting for that pivot line. Cutthroat King dealing with a... Is that a Boyd and Copter 2 wall? Nope, no, it's just Copter. Oh, he gets sent to the penalty box for whatever it was that he did. Cutthroat King dealing with Boyd. Going through the in, changing to the out. Oh, well, Cutthroat King picks up lead but gets re-swallowed by Boyd. Meanwhile, Pink 15 Jammy Slamister exits the pack. So that was a pointless jam, 0-0. With some excellent recapturing and reforming work led by Boyd. On the jam line, we have David Deckham for Capital Carnage and Wolfman for Scartel. Wolfman recycled on the outside by David Deckham. Deckham takes the outside, aggressively returning to center, and picks up lead. What was that? So Wolfman recycled to the back, but Copter got a penalty for whatever it was that he did. It's already on 2. I wonder. We're halfway through the first half, so yeah. I have a silent co-commentator sitting with me. This is great. Oh, we have a lot of hugs here on the jam line. Jammy Slamistar and Drop Blair. And the score is Carnage 21 and Scartel 78. Oh. And Jammy Slamister tries to run up the inside line but gets knocked out and recycled. Meanwhile, Drop Blair takes advantage and picks up lead for Scartel. Jammy has completed their initial. And Drop Blair is waiting to call it off just in the nick of time. Burning plenty of clock to get one of the blockers. Oh, it's the pivot out of the box. Cutthroat King for Scartel, David Deckham for Carnage. Are they running a 1 and 2 jammer rotation at Carnage right now? Impressive. It's a pretty big weekend with each team playing 3 games. Oh! Did you hear what that penalty was? Oh, it was a direction. And David Deckham picks up lead for Capital Carnage. Cutthroat King transitioning around Thuggernaut to complete their initial pass. David Deckham breezes through for another 4 points. And Deckham calls it off. That was a really interesting strategy there. Like, they were like cruising, and then at the last minute they're like, they all screamed now, and they all went to do O. It didn't work out in time, but I wonder if it would. All right, who's this? Wolfman and David Deckham again. And Scartel have lead, but Wolfman has been recycled on the inside. Oh, a Copter and Wolfman kind of like one-on-one situation. Wolfman caught in the beautiful pink 3 wall. Meanwhile, David Deckham is out on their initial, so Wolfman does have lead. There we go, and Wolfman's completed their pass. That's the second time it's happened in this bit of this half where the jammer who has lead gets... Oh, what is it? It's called Eat the Baby. Yeah, we had 2 Eat the Babies. It's basically what it is. They get lead and then they get reswallowed. Well, it doesn't actually matter where they get lead, but they, I guess, exit enough and then get reswallowed. Not as, like, cool as, you know, what I've seen on the TV where they, like, hold them back and then everyone has to skate backwards for, like, a lap. Yeah. All right, we have Jammy Slamister, Drop Blair on the jam line. Jammy to the front tripod, Drop Blair to the back 4 wall. Carnage have put 4 blockers to hold Drop Blair back. Carnage have sent Boyd as an O, taking out the brace for Jammy. Jammy almost gets recycled on the outside, but he's comes back in real quick. Oh, that was a straightaway jump from Drop Blair. Beautiful skating. Meanwhile, Jamie gets recycled by Elvis. Oh. Beautiful Carnage 3-wall. I mean, yeah, but also what I meant to say was Scartel. Scarnage. You know what? I'm going to stop saying words. Oh, wow. Absolutely beautiful toe stop work. What is that? From drop blade to stay in on the outside apex. And a little jammer and jammer action. Carnage have put out a new jammer. Pink 4-1, Fat Boy. Up against Scartel's Cutthroat King. Bam, Cutthroat King is like relatively short up against the Carnage skaters. Do you feel like this Carnage roster based on height? They look absolutely tall. Oh, they are neck and neck. Cutthroat King with lead. Fat Boy hot on his heels. Oh, a lot of like pack action and penalties in the pack before the jam is even hit. Another pointless jam. Which I think, considering the score difference, is a massive success for Carnage to show how they're really locking it down. Can you grab me the score again? Alright, David Deckham and Wolfman for Carnage and Scartel. Alright, and Carnage have 25 and Scartel have 92. Ooh. BCR, like all the BCR teams this year have just done absolutely phenomenally. At TGSS, the women's teams absolutely destroyed everyone. In Div 2, BCR won Div 2 at TGSS. Yeah. And then at URDP, well, I know my team was slaughtered by the BCR team, as per usual. Did they win as Div 2 as well? No, it was somebody else. Who won? Do you remember? Who won at URDP? Well, you know, I thought they did. Anyway, and I was following their Instagram, and they're just like constantly posting like all their scoreboard picks, and they're just winning and winning and winning at everything at the moment. It'd be interesting to see how Nationals in Perth this November goes, because I think they'll because they came second at last year's Nationals. So it was Tasmania, Scartel, and then who came third? I can't remember. Oh, okay, yeah, Vanguard. Here we got Drop Blair, Jamie Slamister. Even packed 3-on-3, I think. Oh no! Oh yeah, 3-on-3. Beautiful recycling from BCR. So I have with me Regan, who's my silent commentator and score checkerer and fact checkerer, and Regan jams for Smash. And I would just like the record to just stay away from those lines when you skate against BCR this weekend, because they have them completely covered. You know that moment where you see that gap on the line and you're like, I'm definitely going to take that? Don't do it. Yeah? Good. I get plenty of nods. And BCR take lead. Jamie Slamister stashing the star. You see Copter? He just like touched his helmet. It's like, oh yeah, I'm pivot. Coming back, trying to do O, trying to take the star at the same time. Let's figure out what's going to work. Scartel recycled on the outside apex. And up against a Carnage 3-wall. This is a pretty intense jam. Drop Blair picking up 5 points, coming around on another scoring pass. Jamie Slamister out, spreading out that pack nice and thin, completing their initial pass. And that's the call-off. All All right, for Scartel, we have Cutthroat King, and for Capital Carnage, we have David Deckham. Ooh, thank you, Jared. Oh, they do look really good. We have 2 cameras now. Check that out. Look at that logo! Ooh. Was that a grease monkey or a Pekka?
It was a Pekka grease monkey.
Collaborative.
I get the full list, but it was a chat that's been going on for about 3 weeks.
Yeah. I'm on the Smash exec at the moment, so I saw some of that a little bit, yeah. Very exciting. All right, who do we have? Cool. So we have Scartel, Cutthroat King being recycled by Thugs. David Deckham come around with lead on their first scoring pass. And a beautiful BCR star pass. Look at that sprint away from... Is that... Yeah, it is. Synaptic Kid. Wow. They were just around that track in like 3 seconds. All right, Black is calling an official review. I'm going to go listen. So, Scartel called an official review, but they're going to use the official review as a timeout. And we'll use this official review to thank our people. We have Downunder Derby, who are providing the stream today. We have Sydney City Smash, who are hosting the event for this weekend. And many thanks to Skate Project for taking care of all the camera work and the setting up and the helping out and basically filling in wherever we need. So go buy things from Skate Project. They make like booty shorts and they'll print like numbers on shirts and anything you want really. They do sublimated uniforms. Check them out. We have a really tight backline start here. Wolfman for BCR running up the inside line, taking lead. David Deckham getting caught up in the pack on that BCR 3 wall right on the apex. Meanwhile, Wolfman coming around for their first scoring pass. Fun fact about Wolfman, they always wear the color socks of the opposing team. Always. Or at least that's what I saw at Nationals last year. So you can see Wolfman with bright pink socks as they push against that Carnage 3 wall right at the front. Knocked to the inside by Boyd. Oh, nice. A beautiful jumpin' thingamathing on the outside line as David Deckham completes their initial pass. Wolfman knocked off the track and calls it off. End of period. It is end of period. I've been Sasha Fierce. Come back in, like, how long is halftime? On the line for Capital Carnage, we have David Deckham, and for Scartel, we have Cutthroat King. But we have a nice switch start from Scartel. It looked like they were going to take the back line, but then they split up, took the front. Pink 3-wall in the back. Oh, wow. Oh, I don't even know if that was in. Yeah, nobody knows if that was in. Even David Deckham doesn't know if that was in. They recycle themselves around the back. But it was like right on the, like it was so close. And Cutthroat King being recycled in the back. But Deckham has already picked up lead. And yet, still caught in the pack. Another eat the baby situation. Cutthroat King out on initial. And David Deckham being told to like wait before calling it off. And now Carnage have called a timeout. What are we listening to?
That's Immaculata.
Ah, cool.
Melbourne rock band.
Cool.
Yeah, old friends of mine.
Sorry?
Old friends of mine.
Nice.
I promoted some tours for them back in the early 2000s.
Wow, it's nice to have music.
You often just don't get to hear it, but people at home normally do because we keep a bit of background music going. But I've worked out how to get you to hear it as well.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, you're so high-tech, Jared. You're the best. Nice. We back? And I just downloaded Twitter so I can use our hashtag. Our hashtag is MRDADU. Yeah, MRDA Downunder. If you tweet that, send us an image or whatever, you have any messages for people back home, like if you're at home and you have messages for your people who are skating, who will like watch this footage totally later, then they will get them. That's what I was getting at. All right, and we're back. So that's Drop Blair on the jam line for Scartel and Boyd for Carnage. Oh, I'm loving this like split start thing that BCR are doing. They've got like their one offense like on the like back with the jam up. Like, well, I thought they were offense, but they're actually on defense. Boyd slipping through, picking up lead for Carnage. Oh, wow, that was nice. It was a beautiful hit from Fat Boy on Drop Blair, but Drop Blair has, like, really, really good stability work and coming around on their initial pass. Forcing a nice and early call-off. Boyd chatting to Pombat, and how many points? 1. David Deckham. Oh wow, that was a beautiful inside jump. Picking up lead for Carnage. Wolfman knocked to the infield. Copter on the recycle. Copter's back. I guess Copter didn't foul out, but I spy Copter's brand new skates on his feet. They are Carnage colored. They're black, and they've got like these pink detailing on it and a pink strap across the top. So they're Carnage themed, and they're beautiful. He did say he wasn't going to wear those skates today, and I think his old skates, I think they might have died. Which is so hardcore. Skate so hard that your skates die. All right, we have Cutthroat King for Scartel. Boyd for Carnage. Look at that inside line. It's just so crowded. Oh. And Boyd picks up lead for Carnage. Taking the inside is so hard on this floor. because it's so slippery. It doesn't matter how hard you dig, you just slide out. And that was 0-0. Boyd taking a knee right before he hits the pack and calls it off. You can't get points if you're down. All right, that's drop Blair for Scartel. Oh, hugs for Fat Boy. Nice. Some beautiful, like, ducking and driving work from Fat Boy. Wrist knocked down right to the infield. Some beautiful 45s from Drop Blair for Scartel. Fat Boy has so much momentum. Picks up lead. Oh, did you see that really cool whip from Synaptic Kid? That was cool. I love it when they do whips. That's Wolfman and Boyd on the line, a little jammer and jammer action. Nice. Boyd thinks he's got the inside line, but the Scartel 3-wall, I think they just pretend to leave it open. They just pretend. They, like, leave it there so that you'll take it, and then they take you out. Anyway, Boyd has lead. Not far behind is Wolfman. Boyd calls off the jam in time after getting all 4 points. All right, we have Fat Boy back with the star for Carnage. Cutthroat King for BCR. Fat Boy just driving forwards on that BCR 3-wall and actually making headway. Oh, wow. That was cool. That was really cool. Fat Boy has lead. Close behind. Cutthroat King. And the pack is running away. Oh, yeah. And they're letting it happen so that, like, Carnage are letting it happen so they can let their people out of the box. I'm pretty sure Fat Boy picked up 1. No, I picked up 2. Oh, yeah. Oh, was there a box point? Yeah, that was a box point. That's Drop Blair and David Deckham back on the jam line. Deckham takes the front pack. Just some nice offense there from Copter. Bless passes the star to Synaptic Kid, who's doing like the fastest lap that anyone's done on this track. And Deckham calls it. It's nice, it's nice. Carnage is having more success at this end of the second half than at the beginning of the game. It's like they've warmed into it, gotten their groove. Boyd knocked to the outside. Wolfman, fancy footwork on the outside line, picking up lead for Scartel. Boyd doing some cool flips and stuff, completing their initial. Wolfman picking up all his points. 3 points. Nope, 4 points. That's David Deckham and Cutthroat King back on the jam line. Back advantage to BCR. Oh, look, BCR doing a split start. Oh, they're doing cool stuff. They had like 2 on each line, and then they like form their 3 wall at the last minute. They're actually being very dynamic, which I think is one of the reasons why BCR have been incredibly successful this entire season. Definitely the league to watch. And Synaptic Kid doing like lots of like zone defense, where they can kind of see what's going on, and they're always the last line, always defending like that different patch of the track. Deckham picks up lead. Cutthroat King completes initial. And Carnage are getting more lead at this point of the game, which is nice to see. Oh wow, that was a really cool jump. David Deckham did like this really cool like inside line jumpy thing and then hold it. We have Boyd back with the star for Carnage. And Wolfman slicing through that pink 3 wall. Boyd trying to take the line, and then the other line. Beautiful defense by 3-2-3 for Scartel. And Boyd just juggernauting through, picking up lead for Carnage. Wolfman close behind. Boyd gets knocked right to the inside and calls it. Oh, but he gets 2 points. Nice. So Pink have called an official review, but they're using it as a timeout. Thank you, Axiom. Yeah, we should use this timeout to thank our people. We have Downunder Derby. Thank you.
And on the crew for this game, we have Xander on the moment on camera 2. We have F-Rex on camera 1. And the amazing Sasha Fierce on the mic. Massive thanks to everybody helping make coverage this weekend. We do need more help, so if you actually want to be here in the venue, about the only way you can get in is to get in touch with me and say, we want to help, and then I'll make you get in. So it is a closed-door bout. Unless you're a part of a team, you really can't come in and watch, but if you do want to come in, you can watch through a camera for me. But I think we're back to the game now, Sasha.
Yes, back to the game. So we have Cutthroat King jamming for Scartel, Fat Boy for Carnage. And yeah, it is closed down. It's super exclusive. So exclusive. Only the coolest people can get in. So if you would like to be a cool person and can get in, definitely get in touch. We need more people helping. All right. We have really, really tight, like, inside line, back line. Oh, a bit of a pileup. Is everybody okay? I think everybody's okay. Cutthroat King has the backpack. Fat Boy Slim has he got a penalty. What was that? What's that one again? That's a misconduct. No. Yeah, a misconduct. But what? What'd they do? I didn't hear it. Anyway, power jam to Scartel. BCR liking those power jam starts. BCR calling it, freezing Fat Boy in the box, and then calling a timeout. right, it's the end of timeout. We have a power jam start for BCR, and there's just a little sassing happening between Drop Blair on the track and Fat Boy in the box. Fat Boy's pretending to take a nap, yawning, stretching, being like, nah, it's fine. You'll do the work. I'm a rest. And again, with that like really tight inside line with both packs, leaving the outside wide open for Drop Blair to take lead for Scartel. And he puts another 5 in the sky. Fat Boy is out of the box. And completes their initial pass. Drop Blair calls it off. And BCR using up all their timeouts. Did he just signaled for a timeout? Yeah, using up all their timeouts, you know, just like, you know, we've only got like 1 minute left. Let's just...
Use the last one?
Yeah, use them. How do I change my... Make me famous. Ah, look, I'm famous now. So during the course of that game, I downloaded Twitter and created an account like 10 seconds ago. You should all follow me. I don't know how to do that, but yeah. That's the flooding. You can't drive into the front of the venue. It's ridiculous. So I decided that we're a swim team now. Did you hear about the flooding from like last week? Yeah, did you see the picture? Did you see my video? It was just like, honestly, it would have been like belly button height. Yeah, like down. Yeah, down where the, you know, where the ambulance drives up if they need to. Yeah. All right, we have Boyd with the start again, doing a little like jammer and jammer blocking work with Wolfman, but Wolfman hooks in front. Carnage come and crowd that front line. That was beautiful feeding, but Wolfman just, wow, with those long legs and beautiful footwork, picks up lead on the inside line. Boyd completing initial. Wolfman about to pick up those points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And calling it. Yay. With some airplane arms. Wolfman's intensity on the track is just second to none. Uh, 5 seconds is being called. Okay, so we have a power jam start to cut through at King, as Boyd had picked up a penalty in the previous jam. So did Thugs. Fat Boy knocking Cut Through at King out. Recycles around the outside, but they don't reform quick enough and takes lead. Carnage trying to get back together, but that BCR offense is just everywhere. And we have a back block issued to Cut Through at King, which means a power jam to Boyd and a 2-minute jam as we have no lead. This is probably going to be the last jam of the game as well, so buckle in and enjoy. Boyd completes their initial pass and has full opportunity to just rack up a few more points and close that points differential, because these games are for rankings. Beautiful bean dip around the outside. Gets knocked to the out, though. And knocked to the in. Carnage are now full force back on track, but they decided to put a 4-wall out against Cut Through at King on the apex. Good call. Ascending Jammy as offense. Cut Through at King slips through. He's on scoring, so 5 points. Boyd gets another penalty. So we're in a... Oh, wow. How cool is that? Cut Through at King's like backwards toe stops, pirouette work while someone's hitting him on the outside line is really cool. A well-deserved 5 points. We'll replay that later. Yeah. Boyd in the box, so power jam to BCR. And they're still going to like gun it and put points up and up and up because, again, it's 4 ranks. You want a nice convincing win. There's 3 seconds left. Pick him up, pick him up, pick him up. A second per point. 4 points. Very nice. And here we have the instant replay of Cutthroat King's beautiful toe stop work. Wait for it, wait for it. Here it is, here it is. Bam! Right there at the end. Very nice. So that calls it. So Brisbane Scartel 237, Capital Carnage from Canberra 6-7. We'd like to thank Jared Quinn from Downunder Derby, Skate Project for doing all the cameras and helping set up. Thank you to Sydney Smash for hosting the event. This is a closed door event, so the only place that you are going to see these games are here live on Twitch. And like, I'm going to thank myself. Like, thank you, Sasha. Like, you're really, really great. And also, you should totally tweet hashtag MRDADU, and we'll make you famous. All right, thank you.
We'll be back with the next game in about half an hour. It's scheduled to go at 2 p.m, so take a break. We're going to cut the stream, so don't panic if we've disappeared. But
we still love you, we
promise. We do
promise.
still love you. But we'll be back live just before 2 p.m.